First of all, safety is important. You may want to use these gloves or the finger thing. I don't, but okay. I have samples. This one's carved so it goes in. And this I cut out. I made it too thick, but this is what we use to cut. It's an air saw. And actually, I made my husband do it because I was afraid of it. And this one I carved in so it would come out, but then to hide the carving marks, I wood burnt the outer area. Someone can pass them around if they want. Okay, this is a bowl that I was going to put a pine cone in, but it has so many wormholes. I got mad and I just carved it and used fabric pearl puff paint, which gave it a real neat finish. Okay, so the main thing is to practice before you put it on a bowl. The pine cone, which is this, I was going to put on that bowl, but I practiced a lot before I got it right. And when I came up with the picture, then I figured out how to do it. What I have are two samples of stages. If you turn it, it's how I do it in the stages I do it. And one goes in and one goes out. It's actually, if you look it up on the internet, it's called relief carving. And there's the leaves. I actually use real leaves to trace. You can use hand tools, but most likely you'll cut yourself. So I don't use them. I have them. I use an electric carver. And first I trace out my pattern. Then I do the outline. I should have picked a better piece of wood. So I'm making the outline, and this piece of wood really isn't the best. And the bit I'm using is a triangle. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a V. Ooh. Uh, What? Yeah, I blew mine up. This gets warm, but it doesn't get real hot, and I do rest it every now and then because I had my dad's old Proxton, and it heated up and it just died. Yeah, I killed it. um, I think it was around 300. So it costed a little more, but hang on. I got my nail. I bent it on the wood. Okay. Wait, I need the wrench. No, that's okay. Makes life interesting. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to put a flatter, more rounded bit in. I use about 4. And you get them with your kit. Because when you buy it, you get 4 of them. And like he said, the brand that he has, Polly, whatever, is kind of a crummy brand. I shouldn't say that, but. Okay, so now I'm going to clear the outer area with a more rounded one. So that way the inside sticks up. And when you do this on a bowl, you want to try and make it really smooth. You can take a Dremel with that round sanding thing. Oops. Didn't tighten it tight enough. And this is really a crummy piece of wood, but when you do bowls, a lot of times you have crummy wood. So you just kind of deal with it. And you kind of want to go at an angle of the grain because if you go with the grain, you're going to take off a great big chunk. Like that. It's the outside. I don't care if I take off a big chunk. And if you notice here, I should have left it wider for the stem, so I actually lost the stem. Okay, so now I'm going to put a line in through the middle of it. That way I know where I'm meeting with my indentations. So back to the V one. Sandpaper, or Dad had some diamond files, and I use them too. I haven't done the V yet, so I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to run the line through the middle like the leaf would be shaped. Just like that. Now I'm going to switch it again, back to the round one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out in the middle the taller edges of the leaves and just put a dent in there. Starting at the top. And the line in the middle guides me on where my center is. That's the only reason I put it there for now. Fine, I'll turn it. I'm always going to the center line. And normally if I'm doing this at home, I would have made the outside deeper. Start from the outside and kind of work your way following the leaf. So there I basically have the leaf. I just got to smooth it out. But seeing I got this tool out, I'll just put the little dents in it, the veins. So back to the other tool, the other bit. So now I'm going to put a light stripe through the middle for the vein. And through the leaves. Should have picked a better chunk. One side's good and one side's bad. Okay, so now I'm pretty much done with that. I don't know, it's just, I think it's too hard in the grain, maybe too much grain, because it just kind of, yeah. He said it's pine. Because if you look at one side of the leaf, it's really good. The other side is really chunky. I just grabbed a scrap from home. So now I'm going to take the Dremel out and try and smooth out some of my mess. If you feel this, it's not very, it's a little warm, but not bad. Not like the other one was. Yeah. In summer, when I'm sitting on the deck, I use this. And then all the mess goes outside. And you got nice light. Okay, so these are the bits for the Dremel. I bent my fingernail. I know, I don't want it to break off. So I'm going to try and smooth out some of my problem areas. It's a cutter. Yeah. I have diamond cutters and these with the deeper. And it's actually getting rid of some of my mess here. And that's when you can take and go around the outside and kind of get the edges more sharp too. I'm just kind of trying to make it stand out a little more. And at home I have a, what do you call it? The long tube that holds it. A what? Yeah. So I'm not sitting here. Do a little more up here. And you can take a wire brush and just kind of clean it off a little. There it is. It's not perfect, but you can pass that around if you want. No, I'm afraid I'm going to cut myself. No, I just turn the bowl and it's an afterthought. And then I take the leaves I find outside and kind of hold them up and space them out. And if I need a smaller leaf, I run outside and grab a smaller leaf. That way, if I screw up on the spacing, no one would know. What? Oh, when I was trying to leave, hand me the colored one. This one I was going to do the pine cone on, but I did leave a little 1/8 inch so I could take away and it wouldn't be as noticeable. Then the rest of the bowl would be smooth. Yeah. So you wouldn't know. Right. And I thought it was going to be a pine cone, but it's not because it had too many wormholes. But yeah, I mean, if it don't work one way, then you change it to another thing. If the leaf don't work, then you change it to a smaller leaf. It's just kind of fun.
So is there any difference when you're carving on the flat wood versus carving on a bowl?
Yes, because when I carve on a flat wood, or a bowl, I sit here and put it on my knee.
Put it on your knee?
Yeah, and I just sit outside and
I didn't know if you could.
it's actually easier.
So it doesn't like vibrate differently or?
No, not at all. In fact, that was really a hard one to carve on. It kind of turned out kind of crummy compared to my other ones. But the bowls are fun. I mean, it's really pretty easy. You just gotta, make your outline first and then take away from or go in. Yes, and then I cut the outline out. And I use real leaves just because they're all over. They're free. It's like when I was practicing the pine cone thing, I went outside and grabbed a bunch. But I watched a few videos and the videos didn't help. What helped was this picture. You can pass that around if you want.
Becky, when you're carving on a bowl, you have to leave it on the lathe?
I wouldn't want to because I get better angle sitting with it on my knee. Because I can turn it any way I want. Because you really, when you're doing it, you don't want to go with the grain because then you'll have, like I said, you'll take off a great big long chunk, which I've done. And you wouldn't know. Yeah, I seen that. I just kind of like holding it on my lap. I sit outside on, like I said, on the deck or somewhere, watch TV, and just in the basement where the mess isn't, and just do it. Any questions other than that? That's it then.
All right, thank you, Becky.
Yep.